Yellowstone fandom, our hopes for a brilliant Beth and Rip sequel are just shattered by the one and only Cole Hauser, and I don't think I'll recover anytime soon. In a recent interview, Cole set the record straight about one big misconception floating around out there about the future of the Yellowstone franchise and the direction that the new sequel series will take. Well, first of all, it's not Dutton Ranch. That's not the name of it, he said in regards to the spin-off's rumored title. I say rumored by I can swear that this was revealed as the official title less than a month ago. Like, am I crazy? Aren't these news outlets declared Dutton Ranch name loud and clear? Seriously, like, this is maybe the 1,000th time that the Yellowstone franchise and the creators behind it did us dirty. They not only keep us in the dark for the longest time, but also keep spreading misinformation, failing to come up with a definite, certain announcement about anything. One day they say the Yellowstone is canceled. The next day they come out and say that they changed their mind. One day they say a show is titled this. The next day they come out and say, well, actually, it wasn't titled that. I mean, am I the only one who find all these conflicting reveals so exhausting? How long can we move on like this? On top of this, Cole didn't reveal what the actual title is going to be either, but he made it crystal clear that it's not what the new outlets have been reporting, as if these media outlets just came up with the title out of nowhere. I mean, it is clear that someone gave that news to them at some point, right? So, what is the deal? Are showrunners and actors not keeping in touch? Are they not discussing the details about the series with each other? I don't know about the guys, but I'm truly baffled. Now you might ask, what is the big deal? Like, why would it matter whether the show is titled this or that? Well, my friend, that small detail tells us something very important. It tells which direction the future of the franchise will take. With the title Dutton Ranch, the expectation was for Beth and Rip to have their own ranch that is reminiscent of the Yellowstone Ranch and continue to the legacy of John Dutton. However, if the title is not that, and by the reaction of Cole, I get the sense that the real title has nothing to do with this supposedly false one, it means that things are going to be in the completely opposite direction. In other words, this upcoming spin-off isn't just a clone of Yellowstone, which is a good thing, but it also means that it is going to be its own beast, with a different tone or direction, basically risking that we are losing the entire spirit of Yellowstone behind. And I don't know about you guys, but I'm not sure how to feel about this brand new direction. I mean, most of us are still mad at how Yellowstone has come to an end. So we were hoping that this new spin-off would take the story right from when it ended and come up with a more fulfilling ending. And yet now, it is basically insinuated that we are leaving Yellowstone behind forever, as it is, and moving on to a brand new adventure. To me, this feels a bit incomplete and somewhat off. But let me know what you think of it. That said, for those of us who've grown attached to the fiery love story between Rip and Beth, Cole also offered a huge sigh of relief. You can expect the same that you've been doing for the last 7 years. Kelly, Riley, and I going and working our ass off trying to create something special. Well, not gonna lie, that is a relief. Because at least we have that aspect of the story to hold on to moving forward. I mean, these two have become one of the most iconic TV couples in recent memory. So the fact that both Cole and Kelly Riley are diving into this next project with full force should get any one of us excited. Am I right? And of course, Taylor Sheridan is still the mastermind behind this whole thing. Say what you want about his intense storytelling style. I personally think he knows exactly how to keep a story alive and gripping. Apparently, he's co-writing this new series with John Brown, who worked on shows like Succession, Veep, and King of the Hill. That tells me this spin-off won't just be about brooding cowboys and dramatic standoffs. It's probably going to have layers of dark humor, sharp dialogue, and maybe even a bit of satire. Things we've seen in Yellowstone and its related projects. I'm honestly really excited about that mix. I want to see how the show balances all these elements. What do you think? Would you be into a slightly more satirical take on the Yellowstone world? Filming is reportedly starting soon, and while there's no official release date yet, leaks suggest it will drop around fall 2025. Since Yellowstone often premiered in November, I wouldn't be surprised if this spin-off makes its debut then too. Until then, it seems like Cole is keeping himself busy other Yellowstone-related projects. If you followed Cole outside of the show, you probably know that his connection to the cowboy lifestyle isn't just for the cameras. Since the very beginning of Yellowstone, he's taken his role seriously, not just as an actor, but as someone who actually lives and breathes the cowboy way of life. And through this interview, we learned that after the show wrapped, that connection didn't fade. It actually got stronger. He said, "Taylor Sheridan has been great throughout the 5 years of putting me with some of the best in the business when it comes to continuing to grow and be better not only in my job as a cowboy, but also in the world of being a great horseman. So I'm blessed and lucky to have these people around me, and I'll continue to do it." So, what he's describing isn't just on-screen training, it's a total lifestyle shift. Because, let's be honest, when someone like Cole talks about being a great horseman, you know he's not just doing this for a role. He's talking about a deeper respect and mastery of the craft. And that authenticity is exactly what made Rip Wheeler such a standout character. You could feel that it wasn't fake, which makes me excited for the future of the character as well. And speaking of behind the scenes, Cole has been exploring some new creative territory, stepping into the role of filmmaker. That's right, he's not just sticking to acting anymore. In a move that shows just how serious he is about storytelling and honoring the cowboy legacy, Cole recently took on a project that let him produce, write, direct, and star in a short film. Recently, he produced, wrote, directed, and starred in professional bull riders' latest short film called Be Cowboy. I mean, how cool is that? Honestly, I'm so proud of this man. And despite my reservations about the upcoming Beth and Rip spinoff, I still count on him to deliver the best of Yellowstone that we got so far. But let me know what you think. For more weekly updates on the Yellowstone universe, make sure to like and follow. Meanwhile, the video on the screen might also interest you.